Всем привет! Сегодня вещаю на день рождения своего мужа. We're live right now.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
И так вышло вот в эфир, да, неожиданно. День рождения мужа. Happy birthday, Al.
Thank you.
Посмотрим, если кто-то зайдет здесь. Накануне 4 июля, поэтому у меня такая расцветка здесь. 4 of July. Слушайте, товарищи, шея, конечно, оставляет желать лучшего. Ничего не скажешь. Да. Ой, ах, как говорится. Ваше здоровье. Клик лайк. Click like, Al.
Where's Link? Oh, okay.
No, like would be here, Al. I love you. I love you too. Так, мы сейчас находимся в отеле. What's the name of the hotel?
Expedition.
Expedition. Я всегда забываю это название. Expedition. Как экспедиция. Да. Завтра будет 4 июля. День независимости. Так вот. Ваше здоровье, все мои хорошие. Пью за ваше здоровье. Пью. Сидим, отдыхаем здесь. I'll say hi.
Hi. Geek with the glasses on.
Да. Давайте пообщаемся. Откуда вы, мои хорошие, кто вы, что вы и зачем? Hi, excited for 4th of July tomorrow. Me too. I'm excited a lot. It's my 15th anniversary of me becoming an American. That's when I passed the test and I applied for citizenship and I become American. It's my 15th anniversary and also 20th anniversary being in the United States. So hello everybody, hi. I'm excited because I'm going to the 4th of July party with my boyfriend tomorrow.
I need it tomorrow.
So yeah, it's gonna be really fun. That's awesome. Congratulations. Excuse me?
Tomorrow's 20 years.
Not tomorrow, it will be in September.
Yeah.
Well, close enough. Well, it's this year, you know. Congratulations, Savama. Good for you. Yeah, 4th of July parade. Cool. What state it is in?
Where's the music coming from?
I don't know.
Maybe where? What's the...
Savama, what are you from originally? Gonna go because the parade starts at 9 tomorrow and I want to go there in time. Yeah, thank you. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. God bless America. I'll say something about
See what?
4th of July.
What about the 4th of July?
Say something.
About the 4th of July?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for all Americans. It's our Independence Day.
Yeah. It is our Independence Day. And
Go Army.
go Army, right? Bye-bye, Samana.
Hello. I spent 4th of July in
Okay.
Iraq.
Let me know what you're from. Let me know what you're from. I am from Colorado. I'm right now at Estes Park, Colorado. Tomorrow is going to be really cool here because we're right on the lake and we're going to watch a lot of fireworks. It's going to be very cool. And it's interesting because there is still snow in the mountains, if I'll show it to you. There is still snow in the mountains. I'll try to be live tomorrow, yes. Александр, здравствуйте.
Oh no, go ahead, sir. That's
No,
fine.
you're fine. Yeah, you're absolutely good. Of course.
What branch?
Army.
I was Air Force.
I'm an Air Force brat. My dad went to the Air Force Academy. The reason I didn't join the Air Force is because he made me go to 4 high schools. And so he came to me with the Academy packet going, son, the Academy's calling. I'm like, I'm never joining the military and doing all this. And then I went off and I became a forensic laboratory officer for the Army. And actually a month after I was at Walter Reed, as second lieutenant, I got a message from the Air Force because I was in Air Force ROTC. I had a pilot slot. And then the president cut
Yeah,
down.
that's the Army.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some mistakes you make in life. You just
Yeah,
get them replaced.
I'm like, what? What am I? Okay.
You could be flying for United or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know, making it 300,000.
yeah. No, I did in the Army. I was in charge of clinical laboratories, but I also did autopsies, forensic investigations. Then they stuck me in Iraq for 13 months, and then
So
Afghanistan.
you have a PhD or?
I have a master's in biological warfare and biodefense. And when I was in the Medical College of Georgia getting my med tech degree, they sent me to the LA County Coroner's Office for a year for an
that was
inch.
fun.
Oh, it was. When I got in the Army, I go, this is nothing. There ain't- You should see what the gangbangers are doing, like every freaking day. I'm like, yeah.
Think it's bad here? Go back to the States.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My dad retired out of Scott Air Force Base. He was wing commander of the 375th Aeromedical Airlift Squadron, 3 C-130 rescue in Vietnam. Grandfather was a F-80 special ops pilot in Korea, and I never knew that because he was the quietest man ever. And then at his eulogy, and they start talking about all these combat kills and missions, and I'm like, Opa? I'm like, I just thought he was in the Air Force. I didn't know he's. And so they showed me he got his Distinguished Flying Cross as a first lieutenant. It was like 196 missions. I'm just looking at this picture of him. I'm like, what? And Revell, their monogram, the model company, actually made a model off his airplane with his call sign Isla's Pride, which was my grandmother. And so the night before the funeral, I built the thing. I stayed up all night long. And the whole time I'm looking at his little pilot, and I'm like, that's my Opa. This is just kind of strange when I'm building Opa's airplane. But yeah, so it was at the front when everyone came into the church and all that stuff. Yeah. So, yeah. We were down in Colorado Springs when, my dad was at the academy. And then we went to Guam at Clark Air Force Base while my dad was in Vietnam. And one of the strange things is when I went to Washington State University, they randomly pair you with a roommate. So his name was David Onze, and I'm like, okay. So we started talking about how old are you? When were you born? And he said, I was born June 12th, 1967. I'm like, I was born July 3rd, 1967. Today's my birthday. 58. Yeah, 58. So anyways, I said, where were you born? He said, Guam. And I'm like, I call my mom, I go, do you know anybody with the last name Onze? Yes, they lived 2 doors down from us. Dad was the pilot, his dad was an air traffic controller. How in the world, randomly? When he said that, and I was like, dude, we probably played together. I don't know. Yeah, so, anyways, yeah, it was just something really ironic. So this is my wife, Raya.
Hi.
She's from Uzbekistan. So she took me here, well, because people ask, what is that accent? So, and actually that was the thing that attracted me when I saw her little profile, I'm like, from Uzbekistan, because I'm half Ukrainian. And so anyways, yeah, I was just like...
Well, he was born in America.
I was born in Big Spring, Texas.
You're second generation.
Yeah, I'm second generation. One day in college, I came home and my mother goes, do you remember your hospital where I was born? I'm like, what? And she goes, it's now the mental institution for the criminally insane for Texas. And I'm like,
Well, they finally found out what it was meant for.
yeah, I go, was my baby picture at the front? Like, our founder led us onto this journey. I was like, so anyways, I used to be a bouncer in college, and anytime I saw a Texas driver's license, I was looking at the city, and it was like, and finally I got one that said Big Spring, Texas, and it was the geekiest kid I'd ever seen. And I said, what's it like? And he goes, we have a stoplight now. I was like, and that's it? That's all about Big Spring, Texas? We get a stoplight.
That's the only thing, like, you didn't have stoplight before?
No. I remember we were driving down to
Is
officers.
it America or somewhere else?
I remember we were driving down from Washington State to Officers Basic in San Antonio, Texas, Fort Sam Houston. We got to Abilene. I'm like, aren't we almost done? I'm like, how big is this place? Well, we got another 400 miles. And I'm like, yeah.
You guys are from Colorado?
Louisiana.
Louisiana? Oh
So
my.
it takes us a few days to get across Texas.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What part of Louisiana?
Lafayette.
Lafayette? Yeah. I am, when I was graduating Captain's Career Course, they told us that we were graduating. They said, stand down, captains, we need you. What? All of a sudden, all these buses, Katrina was hitting.
Oh.
And I'm like, where are we going? We're going to New Orleans. You know, do not take I-10 east because everything's flooded. So anyways, I got there and they signed me to a DMOR, which is a deployable mortuary unit. So we were just getting floated, after that. And I'm like, I just thought I graduated. Can I go home? I was like, geez, but or the mayor of New Orleans needs me. I don't know. It's just,
Do you feel any difference between the weather, like here in Colorado and Louisiana?
Oh yeah, the weather's a lot different. It's less humidity here.
The humidity.
It's really hot at home, like 90 something, but it's so humid. Like we'll have.
I love your accent, your southern accent. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's a true American
Makes your
accent.
hair really frizzy when you're at home.
Love it.
Here you don't have that problem. We've been gone from home a month. Our daughter lives outside of Phoenix, Arizona. So she had her 4th baby. So we went and did grandparent duty for a little over a week, and then we left there. And we went up to Montana, we've been to Wyoming, and so now we're on our way home. Tomorrow starts our series.
Well, you're going to watch the fireworks tomorrow, right?
No, we won't be here for the fireworks.
Oh my God!
Well, they didn't.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I would recommend you to stay one more night.
I know. They have a room available, but this time of
We've been living in
Okay.
hotels.
yeah, after
We spent enough.
3 weeks in the hotels, and it's time to go home
I see.
to my bed.
My ex-wife was an Army nurse, and we went from San Antonio to Augusta, Georgia. And it was so hot and humid. And every night there was a thunderstorm, and all it was pollen just going. It was a yellow stream, and that's when I developed allergies. I never had an allergy my entire life.
If you're killing it,
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. I know there's no problem.
yeah, yeah,
Something, part of that pollen, my body does not like.
yeah.
He looks like that
Yeah.
Lieutenant
I tried to
Dana.
book another night, but
Lieutenant Dana.
One of my second last assignments, I retired out of Fort Carson down in Colorado Springs, and Fort Jackson, South Carolina, Columbia. It was just hot and hot and
Yes.
hot. So when I left for Iraq, the day I finally came home after 13 months, it was 161. So when I got to San Antonio, 161.
161?
Our faces were like, and I'm looking around at all the Iraqis wearing burqas and stuff, all black. I'm like, how? And I looked at them and I go, do you know why they're mad? It's 161.
Yeah, but what it does is it gets the sun,
Yeah.
and it puts shade on the body, and it keeps the moisture in it when the body warms up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I finally came home, San Antonio, and they were having their record 100-degree weather. And I'm out there in a sweatshirt. This is the greatest. And they're like, what the hell's wrong with you? You go, I've been in an oven for 13 months. I'm like, this is fine. And my mistake was you get 2 weeks of R&R, and I went to see my family back in Seattle. It was 29. I sat in the corner with blankets, and my mother's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, it's 120 degrees different. I'm going into shock. I'm like, they're like, you want to go out? I'm like, no. Where's the fire?
It's funny.
where do y'all live?
Yeah.
In Denver.
Oh, in Denver.
Yeah.
My daughter screenshotted me a picture of the weather there 2 days ago. There's 115. So I'm like,
We had 101 in Colorado, like in Denver once.
Once.
Well, this year. But we might get hotter. Obviously, it's July. You know.
yeah.
But it's very dry here. I love it because I'm from Uzbekistan. It's very like similar to this weather, and we get even hotter. Like you said, like 160. We probably get like 130 ish. So I'm completely fine with this weather. I love it. It's dry.
It's nice up here.
Yeah, it's not humid.
Especially this time of day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the beauty of Colorado. Like when it goes down, it's very cool. It's not like you're sitting in the heat. Like in Mexico, you would be like it's night and it's still like humid. Like oh.
That's how it is at home. When it's night, it's still hot.
No, here is actually gold. As soon as we are not exposed to the sun, it goes really cool. Yeah.
I was stationed in Alaska, and I got there in June. We had to go to the briefing with the general welcoming us, all this stuff. And he said, whatever you do, start winterizing your car now. And I'm like, what? So anyways, I got the stupid blanket on the engine. There's a plug, so I have to plug it in like it's an old Sizzler race car. And so anyways, it was August 1st. It was 85 degrees because the sun's out for 23 hours a day.
Yeah.
Woke up next morning, a foot of snow, and it was 2 degrees. And I was like,
Are you talking about Alaska?
it was Alaska. I'm like,
In one day.
yeah, I'm like, I guess they were right. And then all of a sudden I started frankly telling my soldiers, if you haven't gotten winterized, go do it. And of course now everybody in the place is new, is trying to flood these places to get appointments, and they couldn't do it. Oh. And then in the deep winter, let's see, it was minus 45 in December, and I was in the hospital, and I watched, there's the moon sitting here, and I just saw the sun go, ee, ee. And I was like, I guess that's the day? That's it? That's all we get? Yeah, I'm like, where do I live? What's going on? I can see McKinley off in the distance, and all of a sudden, of course, the northern lights were all great, and I hated the summers because the sun was out, and my boss would always order me to go midnight golfing. I'm like, really?
What is midnight golfing?
Because the sun,
Because the sun
it's
doesn't go down.
dusk. And so I'm like, I don't even know how to play golf, sir. He's like, you drive the car and carry my bag. I'm like, Yes, sir. I can do that. Oh God, I was just like, I have to do that. I'm only a lieutenant, so I'm like, yes, sir. Whatever you want me to do.
I worked in Canada, about 20 kilometers from Iceland.
Mhm.
You know, it was as far as trees grew. You know, and I left that job November 1st, and it was minus 47.
God, yeah.
And people still working outside. I said, where's your break? Where can you say it's too damn cold?
Okay.
And they said minus 50.
Jesus.
Okay, so minus 40 and minus 50. I said, what's the difference? I said, well, minus 50, the moisture is enormous those 2 weeks.
Oh God.
And we might die.
Wow.
I'd walk out some mornings and immediately anything that was wet in my nose went. I was just like, okay. I was just like, Jesus.
I've never believed anybody when they said you could take some water in the
Yeah.
glass and throw it, and it would be frozen before it
Yeah.
would burn.
We had something called ice fog, where literally it got so cold that the moisture in the air just froze.
Leave the
So you couldn't see.
comment,
It was
please.
just this wall
What
of ice
are you from?
particles.
People
I'm
who are
like,
watching us,
no one
please
told me
leave the
about this
comment.
at the briefing. I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to?
I
So I'm
don't
like
know
driving
what you're
5
from,
miles,
but
waiting
I'm
for a
Colorado,
moose
then
or some
it's
crap to come out.
Just about
Speaking of
Colorado.
the moose, so
Yes, please leave a
so
comment.
the moose.
So,
So one morning, my little baby son goes, Nick, he's 3, goes, Daddy, there's some weird horse eating mommy's plants. I'm like, what? And I look out and there's a moose with its head over the fence.
you said it was dog.
No, it wasn't a dog. It wasn't a weird dog. So anyways, he comes out and starts screaming at me to shoo it away. I'm like, you know how many autopsies I've done where it weighs 2 tons and it's high centered, so if the car hits it, it goes through the windshield. I'm like, I'm not going out there and shooing a. I don't even have any. I'm like, use mace. I'm like, you got a stick?
Spray like they're
Bullwinkle's mean. They're fast. They're just
Yeah.
aggressive and.
There's
Yeah.
more people killed by moose than there are by bears.
Yeah.
That's a stat.
The first time I saw one run, it was so fast, and it went right through the main gates of Fort Wainwright. All the MPs were like, just running out of the way, and he's like, I'm like Osama, I'm coming in. Better be careful.
Did you go to the Stanley Hotel? Stanley?
Yes, we saw it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, well, what's the story about their statue of, it's an elk statue, right?
Oh yeah,
They have to cover it during the mating season.
so they come out and there's all these elks mating on the statue.
On the statue.
Yeah, and they just like jump on it, and it's just like
and
they
people are
have
doing
to
their tours
cover.
and they're like, I didn't see this in The Shining. And I'm like,
Well, they have to
Talking
cover the
about-
statue because all these males just go there and start like what are like
Mating?
not matting. Oh, matting maybe? No, they're also fighting.
Fighting it.
Yeah.
They're attacking it. So if
And
you
like
look
you
at the
cannot really
statue, there's
attack
scratches on
like
it
yeah, you cannot attack like
this and all that other
the
shit.
metal statue. So they have to cover it during that season, and we have actually if you come here on when we change when the trees are changing into the gold and like they change
Oh,
yellow.
yeah, in the fall.
Yeah, you come like after like end of September, beginning of October. It's very pretty here, but it's also a lot of migration of the animals. So, oh yeah, it's so much. Like when we were driving here from Denver today, and I'm like, this road usually is blocked by animals because they just like walk through all these elks and just stay there and look, and you have to wait till they pass, and that's what it is, like you have just like wait. And why I say it, because he was like really nervous because there was like 2-3 cars in front of us and we couldn't like drive really like as fast as he would like to. It's just like
I'm like, this is a 1-lane road.
instead of like 45 miles, we would drive 40, and he would be pissed. And I'm like, well, if you would come here in like in October, like or end of September, it would be like complete like blocking. Like you would wait for hours
I bet so.
to all these animals pass through, and they're just like they're
I was
just
like,
animals.
is there some kind of ranger or animal control?
No, nobody controls it. They just go through, and it's actually an attraction because people come here specifically to watch that. And if you have that kind of specific moment happening, people like, wow, I actually like,
Everybody gets to see that.
yeah, experience that. So like, sit there and watch the nature
That's right.
passing through.
Have you ever been to Glacier?
No. Is it?
Yeah. Only problem with it is just one road. So, but that road covered it.
Хорошо, мои дорогие, я уже отправилась домой. Okay, I'm going to finish to close this live stream. Finish the stream. Thank you for watching. I'll everybody.
Yeah, on
Всех
September
пока.
10th, 2001, I was on a red eye. I was supposed to be going from Fairbanks to San Antonio.